Hey guys, welcome guys to our YouTube channel Codecraft with Kevin. In today's video we are going to learn how to create a Spring Boot application which is going to use a Postgres and Docker Compose. We are using Docker Compose. You need to again download a database in your laptop, but we are going to use Docker. Just make sure you have Docker installed. And if this is your first time visiting our YouTube channel, thank you guys. What you can only do for us, subscribe, like and comment.
We're going to select we're going to create our project from here. In the projects we are going to create Java's language. We're going to select Maven. We are going to use 3.3.1 the Spring version. The group is going to be Codecraft. Then we are going to CRUD app. Then using we're going to create a REST API. We need to add now the property. I'm going also to use the username and password to show the SQL query. Hibernate as update. So this is what I need from here. Second, I need to go inside the Docker Compose file. So here the database name, I need to copy it from here. It's called CRUDDB. Call it CRUDDB. All what that Docker file is. As you can see, first when we go inside our terminal, we can say Docker ps container, which is app. So I'm going to come and start the container. Department for the employee. We are going also to have maybe the salary of the employee, which we are going to store as a double salary. Now to make it as an entity class, we just come and notate it as entity from the persistence endpoint. So now it's complaining here, it's saying that entity does not have a primary key. So we need to come and add our primary key here at ID. Then we need to make this ID to be auto-generated. So we use generated value, use a generated value. Then after generated value, another strategy, you can give it a strategy. I'm going to use identity strategy. So this is just going to remove this and import the correct one, which is there from Jakarta. Date, I've added the data there. So now next, what I will do now, I need to create a repository. I'm going to create my repository. I call it employee repository. First thing JPA repository need to take, first is need to take the entity class, which is our employee. Then after the entity class, if you see like this, it say T extended object and ID extended object, which at this time the ID the type of that ID, it's a long. Okay, all our logic. Okay, it's going to hold our logic. We are going to give it a name, employee service. We need to make it as at service. Then we need to come and call private final. Okay, there are two things here. If constructor injections, you do this, then you come and you do a constructor injection here. You can do this, but I don't normally like all this. So I will use Lombok here, and I will add this annotation of require argument constructor, and it's going to do everything for me. So I'm just going to come here and add this as a final, and now we are okay at this step. Public list employee. Then I call it get all employees. So when you get all employees, I'm going to import the list. Yes, so this is the method which is going to get all our employees. Then after getting all employees, we need to create another method of getting at least employee by ID, employee by ID. So after getting employee by ID, you see what we are doing here. We are saying find ID or else you throw null. So when it's not, you can put any message you want here, guys, but for now I'm just doing this to make the thing short. After getting the employee by ID now, so I normally prefer sometime, or maybe I use optional. You can use optional so that you get I normally like to use optional. So at this point, let me create now the one for saving. Okay, saving employees. Boom, done with saving employee. You see how simple it is. Employees.save, save from which come from the repository. If we go inside this save, you see what it does. Like very, you see the Spring Boot application came to really smooth life. So after that, we need to do the delete. This is for delete. So now after deleting, so we have everything we need. Now we need now to go back after the service is done. This is all our service. Get all, get by ID, save, delete. That is CRUD. Then now at this point, we need now to go back inside our controller. We call employee controller. So first thing we need to do inside the controller, we need to call at rest controller here. At rest controller. Then I normally like my endpoint when it's something like this, HTTP, let me say localhost, like this, a localhost. But I normally like start by API/employee. So this API/employee, it's what I need, and it's what I need to create there. So I will just come and I add request mapping, then I add it now here. This is the employee which there. So now another one I will need to add here also is the require argument constructor to start the work. Okay, I need now to start the work now here. So first thing first, I've created the service. Let me import this. First require, let me see, require employee. What is it saying? What am I not importing? What am I not importing? I will import that list. Okay, now final employee, blah blah blah, at require argument constructor for Lombok. Good, that one also is done. Now here we are getting all we are just going to do it like this. Then quest now where now we are getting by ID. So ID, when we are getting employee by ID now, so we need to know what we are returning back to the user. Okay, so what we are returning back to the user is going to be something like this, response entity, because we need to know the status which we are sending. Response entity, then path variable, so import it, the path variable, the ID which is there. Okay, now we start now our thing here. We call employee service dot get employee by ID, pass the ID which we are getting from the user, which the user is passing as path variable. I will just go add map here, then I say employee. And since there is nothing I'm going to edit or maybe add new things there, or like update any object, I'm not going to do anything there. I'm going to say new response entity employee, then I pass employee, then here I say http status dot okay. So that's what I have to do. Let me see what it's complaining about. It's saying okay, it's returning an optional, but which is okay, still okay. I can still do an optional here, make it return an optional. Okay, boom. So we are done with for posting, for saving the data at post mapping. post mapping. Then after post mapping, public create employee. Yes, then here what a return type we have, which just return the employee. Post mapping, import it, blah blah blah. Now that's what we have here. It's really a simple method where we do that and we close that. Then here the next one, we are going to now update at post mapping. So we need to add update. So when you update, we are going to pass our ID. After passing the ID there, please subscribe on our YouTube channel and don't forget to smash the like button so that I can keep doing these videos. Let's continue now. Let's add the one for updating our employees. So the endpoint for updating our employees is here. So now there are things we need to do here. I will just first come and say employee service. Then I first need to get the employee which I need to update and see if the employee exists. Employee by ID, which is passed. When I get that employee there, now I need to do some updates here. I need to update some fields, the employee field. So this way now I need to set the name. I need to say employee dot set name. Let me just rename this. Let me call this employee. Then this one I will call it employee details. Do not confuse details. Do not confuse anything. I get the employee detail which I'm passing. Employee detail dot get name. After the name, we have what else? Let me go here. My model is yes. We have department and salary. Just come and say employee. Then I will come and add a salary. Set salary. That's employee. Just get salary. We need to return now that thing there. We just do response entity blah blah blah. Then we save. After saving, we are saving what we have updated here. So what we update is what we are saving into this. So now I will let me just do this. So just add the status here, gtp.ok. Now sorry, I forgot new here. To say else, when you are trying to update something, what if you are putting a ID which does not exist? What if something goes wrong? What do we need? We need maybe to throw some error, or we need to just throw maybe status. At this point, I'm going to throw a status not found. So I'll just come here and go or else. Then I'll say new dot response entity. Then after that, I just come and I say HTTP found, not found. HTTP status not found. Oh, hold on, it's complaining something. Oh, missing return type. I was supposed to do return here like this. Okay, so now after doing that one, now I need to do a delete now. Delete endpoint. I will just say delete voids, delete employee by ID. Then I come here, I say that delete mapping. Then I pass the ID. I can try and return the status. It all depends on what I want. I can just do response entity. Then I say what I want to return HTTP status. Okay, then I also pass that path variable. It return new response entity. Then I just grab this or this here. Just grab all that, do it here like this inside. Then after deleting, what do I need to do? I just need to come and pass HTTP no contents. I just say no contents something. So yeah, so that is what I can do. Here you can add some logic. We have done writing our endpoints. Now we need to go now and test our application. So first thing we need to do first is to run our app, to make sure our application is running successful. So our application, we are waiting, creating CRUD Postgres. You see when it has gone, because it has gone and find this composer. I want you to see what is happening here. This is amazing, guys. Look, container CRUD, it has created a container. You see, it has created a container. If we say docker ps, boom, we have our docker here. Docker images here. We didn't give it a name, but you can go back there and give it a name. But I'm so interested now in JPA platform. I'll just look. You remember when we started, I told you I added this part here, show SQL JPA. Those are the things. You see what it's doing here. It's showing them, so you can see those goals SQL queries. So we're going to be seeing them. So we are going to now use Postman. We need to test now the connection between our application and our database. I will do it like this. This is how it is. We are running on this port. You can see change the port if you want. So let's invoke this. It's saying 4. Let's see what's the problem. API, API. Okay, it's saying what's the problem, localhost, blah blah blah, employee, let's see. Okay, you see I was forgetting this slash there, so you can actually let me remove it. Let's just remove like that. So you see now there is a connection between our database, so we can get an empty. Okay, I want you to see what you are going to get. I'm going to come and I'm going to invoke. Boom, you see an empty array. Let's see in our table. You see this is select the SQL query which is being performed. So the second one, let's first maybe try. Let's save this. Then we try to add another one. HTTP request. We are going to add a post. HTTP. Then our post, what does our post have? It's a raw JSON. Yes, I'm going to create a JSON object here which has a name. I'm going to say name, my name is Kevin. Then I'm going to say department. I can call it maybe IT. Then I'm going to call salary. I can say 9,000. 9,000 can be USD, can be euro, whatever. You can add whatever. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to name this endpoint. First invoke it and we see. Wow, it has added. See. Add save employee. Save employee, we save inside there. Save. So you can see we have insert one data inside the employees. You can add another person, you can save another user. I can say surfing, and say medicine, department medicine. Medicine. I can put 10,000 and I save. I can also add Josh T 10,000 and put, let me say 11,000 and I save. Good. Now if we go to get all, boom, we have 1, 2, 3 people. Kevin, Surfing, Josh. Now we have another one. We need to get it by ID. So come here, create another one. HTTP, getting by ID, and I'm going to do it now here. So if I try to get one this is this. I'm just having one here. Okay, headers currently we don't put anything, status codes, blah, but now we're just impressing what we have inside the body. You can still modify this, whatever you want to be modified. This is the endpoint we are calling is this one here. You know, this is the endpoint. So you can still modify this one the way you want it to be. I can still clean it. I can still clean it the way I want it to be, and I can make it really like whatever, like you are a dev, what you want. So I can pass maybe 2 second person. Good, it's working, guys. Wow. So what if we pass 10? Remember what it's going to give us? Null. Remember the null we added here. We got a place where we added a null. Find by ID now. Okay, yes. Go back here. Yeah. Request. Okay, it's here, guys. Here you see employee, blah blah blah. Yeah, we didn't say when is not this. We can come here and it's you can say or else, and you come and say response. Let me just say new response. Then you can say HTTP not found. Maybe it depends what you want. It's like saying what. Oh, blah 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 blah. It's okay. Just can even come and maybe remove this, and do me like that. So, we just say not found, actually, not content. So if I refresh, so that at least the status as this here is changed, so that I know that something is wrong with it. Boom, you see 4 not found. So it's not finding this number 10. But if we put 3, number 3 is there, because if you see, if we get all of them, is there. So I will save this. I will save this inside here. I will get by ID. Get by ID. Good. Now another one we need to test is updates. We need to try to update employee. So I will just come maybe and duplicate this one, duplicate this one. I name it updates employee. So now it's puts, change to puts. I can update number 1. Then I come to body, row JSON. To waste of time, I just come and copy this, then I edit it from here, then I save. I come and edit. I say number 1 we need to change. Number 1 we call Stephanie, and we can say, we can leave IT, we can put the money here, we say 7,000. So before I update, I want us to go and get all, and we see what we have. For that person, we have Kevin. We need to change to Stephanie, right? Update. Wow. Let's go and see.
Thank you, guys. So we are done. I'm going to push all the codes on GitHub so that you can download it, and also the Postman collections. I'm going also to have it there in the project. I'm going to leave the link of this coding down below. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting coding video, and also like and comment and share.